Hi guys, it's Marissa, your other beef superintendent. In replace of your show this year, I'm going to give you a quick tutorial on how to wash and blow your 4-H project. My 4-H project this year is my heifer Kyla. So before I do anything with her, like wetting her or anything, I blew her off to get the excess dirt off. And now I'm gonna wet her down. Alright, so I'm just gonna wet her down, not too much, just so that I can get some get her wet really quick. Alright, now that I rinsed both sides down, her stomach, her top, everywhere, in between the legs, I'm going to get my bucket ready. So there's two ways that I wash my heifer. I wash her with this, which I can buy at Sullivan's. It's really nice. It turns the soap into foam. But for today, I'm going to use just a bucket pretty much and some soap. So I like to put the soap in first so that it mixes it all with it. I put a good amount of soap in there. And my bucket full of soap. I'm just going to pretty much pour it from her neck all the way down, just right across her. And then I'm going to take my scrubby or just any type of scrub brush and scrub it into her. All right, now that I scrubbed in all the soap and then I went ahead and brushed all of the hair forward. We always want to teach the hair to go in the forward direction. Now I'm going to give her a nice good rinse. I'm going to get all the soap off because if I don't get all the soap off, it turns into dandruff because the soap will make the skin very dry and flaky. All right, so I completely washed her off on both sides. Now if we were at a show, I would go more in depth and I would clean her hooves and I would also clean her head. But since we were at home and I don't want her to get sick or anything, I'm just going to do her body for today. But now that she's all cleaned off, I'm going to bring her over to the chute. Now that I got her in the chute, I'm going to go back in with the same scrubby that I used to wash her. I rinsed it off. I'm going to go back in. I'm going to brush all of the hair forward, the top line, down here, all the way down to the legs. You're going to pull all of the hair forward. So I did both sides, and now I'm going to go in with any type of conditioner or any type of moisturizer that you want for the hair. Right now I have Code Blue in, so I'm just going to pump that and put that all over her on both sides. And then once I do that, I'm then going to go in one more time and brush her forward all the way through. So now that I sprayed the optional hair enhancer conditioner in and brushed it all forward, I'm now going to go into blowing. Now a few tips on blowing is you want it, for me personally, I start on the bottom hind leg and I work my way up and I blow it all forward. I try to make sure there's no creases in the hair. I try to make sure it lays flat and so that it looks appealing when you go into the ring and you train it so the judge thinks it looks appealing. So I'm going to do that on both sides. And so I spent about 20 minutes on each side blowing, and then I went back through and just did a nice blow through to make sure everything was dry. I felt it. You want everything to be dry because just as like if you left shampoo or soap in them, they would cause dandruff. Wet hair will cause dandruff as well. Make sure you get every place in between the back two legs, on that over there, on that leg, in the inside, underneath the brisket, everywhere. Now I'm going to go in just as this is another optional one. I am going in with olive oil. And I'm going to go fully over her. This is also going to nourish the hair as well, but this is totally optional. Alrighty, so just getting it everywhere. This is also going to make it shine a little bit, make it look nice. And it helps her hair and grows the hair as well. Now, I'm going to go through one more time and brush all of her hair forward. Alright, so I just finished brushing her on both sides. I did all of her legs again. I did her belly. Last thing I do after I blow out is I brush her tail out. When brushing the tail out every time, it's going to grow the calf's tail a little bit longer. So you just want to get a nice brush through, and then I'll go through with this brush as well. A little finer. Now that is all brushed out, my heifer is good. This is what I would do pretty much. So I hope this video helped, and I hope that you can use this information for next year at our fair. See you guys later.